All right, hey everybody. I am gonna do Pan 18 in 2018. This has been inspired by tons of YouTubers all over YouTube. Um, I was inspired by specifically Lauren May Beauty here on YouTube. She's picked 18 different items in her makeup collection, and she's going to try to pan them or use them up. Um, if she pans them, it's considered successful, and if she uses them up, even better. So I'm kind of going along with her example. I want to start out mine by talking about the Lorac Pro Contour Palette. This is a couple years old now. I think I've had this for 3 years when I worked at Ulta. And it first came out and everybody was just going crazy for it. And you'll be able to see mine is very well loved. I use this almost every day. The medium contour, I'm more so bronze with these. I'm not a huge like deep contour gal. So I'm gonna obviously, I don't think I'm gonna have any problem using this up, probably even in January, the medium one. The light contour, I want to have that used up. I don't think I'll have a problem with that. But I also want to use up the beige highlighter. I actually would use that to kind of fix my oopses if I use too much bronzer. And also the yellow highlight. The shimmer, I have so many highlights that are actually like shimmery already that I'm probably not going to use this one anymore. But if I can use up this one, and this one, then I'll consider that successful. And this baby will go in the trash. I want to try to at least pan one highlighter out of the original Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. I got this one when it first came out, and what was that, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago? She's had how many come out since then? I just can't get myself to buy every single one. I have the Aurora Glow Kit, and I love that one, but I only use it for special occasions because for my job, it's a professional position in an office, and I really can't go all ham with highlighter, but I want to pan Crushed Pearl. This is the one that I use the most out of this palette. I've only swatched Mimosa and Hard Candy. They just don't work on my skin tone. I'm really, really fair, really pink undertones. It just looks silly on me. This one, Starburst, I like Starburst too, but I end up using Crushed Pearl more, so I would like to at least pan that one this year. So this, the Maybelline Master Contour, I love this. I want to at least pan it, even the bronzer. I love bronzer, but I just want to get rid of it, and I can't just throw it away because I spent money on it. There's kind of a sad story with this. The night my father died, we weren't expecting it, and we were at the hospital in another city. So we ended up, my sisters and my stepmom and I, all of us ended up spending the night in the hotel across from his hospital. And then the next day when we were starting to make arrangements, none of us had any makeup or anything. And so we made a trip to Walmart to get just, cheaper things to kind of get us through while we were making arrangements. And so this just kind of reminds me of that, and I like it. Never had any complaints, but again, it just kind of has that memory. But I want to at least hit pan so I get my money's worth. It's just kind of the story with that. These I love, the Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzers, Reserve Your Cabana. I don't know if any of you are Wet n Wild fan, but I have gone through a million of these, and I actually just put an order in on Walgreens because I had a ton of those like reward points. So I got them for basically nothing, and I used to use these because of the SPF 15. I always use like a sunblock or bring my foundation down on my neck. That has SPF in it, and then I would set it with this, and the additional SPF was awesome. So when I looked on the Walgreens website, they had them in stock, and the description said SPF 15, and I had heard a rumor on YouTube that they were going to discontinue using SPF, so I was like, shit, good, I have to order a ton. So I ordered 10, used a bunch of my reward points. They were shipped to me, and when I got the notification that they were in the mail, the description said SPF 15, everything was all good, and I'm thinking, sweet, I'm going to have a supply for over a year. They get to me, the shipping package label says SPF 15, Reserve Your Cabana. I open the package, bullshit. They've already taken the SPF out, and Walgreens is still describing it as having SPF 15. So now I have 10 of these, and I still have 2 left that have the SPF 15 in them, and I'm going to save those for this summer, and I'm going to probably use them up just in the month of May alone. But this winter, I have 10 of these. So anyway, I want to at least use 2 to start off with. Ideally, I'd like to use, but I'm not going to use them all up in the winter, but I just need to use them up. I have to. Has to happen. I have a ton of eyeshadows, but I would like to pan this particular one. This one is from Makeup Geek, and it's in the shade, it's in the shade Grandstand. I love it. It's a really nice shimmer. I don't have to wet my brush to use this. I haven't been super impressed with Makeup Geek shadows for the most part, but I really like that one. I want to use up the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. I use the shade Shell. I like this foundation. For the most part, I prefer something with an SPF in it, but I had heard so many good things about this foundation that I just had to try it. And you know, there's a couple of my primers that does not work well with this. And I really like the primer, so I'm not finding myself using this too much. In the wintertime, I'm more likely to reach for this because I'm not outside as much, and so that SPF isn't as big of a deal, but I do want to use that up. Next is a skincare. This says tester because I won it in a raffle, and so the Exuviance rep just had a bunch of stuff that it labeled tester, but it was brand new in the box, I promise. I got this when I was working at Ulta, the Glycolic Expert Moisturizer. I have gotten so many different moisturizers recently that as I'm trying different skincare lines that I sort of forgot about this, but I really do like it. If I'm having any breakouts or anything, I don't really use this because the glycolic acid kind of stings, but it works, you know, I mean, it keeps my skin smooth and everything. I've had no complaints with it. I don't use it as much as I should. I haven't been using it in the morning. It doesn't go well with a lot of my primers, so this has been more of a nighttime moisturizer. You can't see, from what I can feel in the bottle, I'm about right there. So I'm trying to use up all my stuff, all my expensive skincare before it goes bad. So hopefully I'll be able to get to that. The next one is my Tarte Poreless mattifying primer. This is okay. I really wanted to try it. Went ham, bought a bunch of Tarte shit. This has not been my favorite. I've had like 3 of my foundations, including the Laura Mercier, pill up after I use this, or the primer will pill while I'm trying to like spread my foundation, regardless of how little or how much I use. Yeah, you know, and I don't know how much this was, like 25, 30 bucks or something. And I was just far too lazy to return it. So I'm going to try to make it work. I only have half the tube left, and then lesson learned, never buying it again. But anyway, so I'm going to use this one up. Another foundation is the MAC Studio Fix Fluid SPF 15. This is okay. NW20. I know I'm probably I'm speaking bad about MAC. Oh my God. You know, heaven forbid. This is not my favorite. I get so greasy with this. The Studio Fix powder foundation gave me the worst zits of my life. Like even worse than when I was like 14 going through puberty and stuff. Like that was awful. Like deep cystic badass pimples. Just super embarrassing. No amount of foundation, concealer, prayer was gonna make that shit go down. This doesn't break me out, thank goodness, but regardless of what kind of primer I use, a mattifying, pore filling, blah blah blah, skincare, this leaves me a wet, slippery, shiny mess. And I use a ton of those, like, I don't know, I use the off-brand from Walgreens, but it's those oil absorbing sheets. A friend of mine calls them face mops. Call them what you want. They're a lifesaver for me. When I use this foundation, again, regardless of my skincare that I've used or the primer, I am going through a ton of those because I am so shiny in my T-zone. But again, I suck at returning shit, so I'm going to use it up, and I have about a half a bottle. It's been shook up since it's been in my little basket here, but yeah, so that's on its way out. This is my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow powder. I have had this since before I worked at Ulta, which has been, I started working there like 4 years ago. If you can even see, I had blonde. Almost there. This, I use this, well, for a while I hadn't used it every day, but now I've been using it every day. I love it with a pencil, and then I set it with a clear brow gel. This is one of the best investments I have made in terms of makeup. Like, it doesn't seem to go bad. It always is. It doesn't have a smell. Yeah, so I'm getting there. I'm going to do it. I feel really good about this, and I probably will repurchase. The next one, I have a ton of this shit. The NYX lip pencils. I know they're so popular. NYX stuff in general is so popular. And it's always so cheap. And this is only one of the many that I have. And I don't know, it's kind of like a salmon-y pink, I guess. I like to wear it with a nude lip gloss, or with a really like nudie pink lipstick. It kind of looks nice. But anyway, the one thing I don't like about these is that they smell like a school pencil. Like when you go to class, you're going to take a test when you're in elementary school, and it just smells like a Bic. You know what I mean? Like Crayola all the way. But, yeah, I don't know, they're nice. I just have so many, and you have to sharpen them, which is kind of a drag, but I don't know, they're all right. They work. So I want to use up this one. And then if I get really overzealous, then I'll use up some more. I have like a bright red one and like seriously a magenta pink. When the fuck am I ever going to wear that? I don't know. So anyway, I have a sample of the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. I'm about 3/4 done with this tube. I think this came in an Ipsy bag, or I don't know, one of those money wasting monthly subscriptions. But anyway, this is okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I've never bought it before. I'm going to use it up because it's not horrible. It's just kind of like me. So there we go. This I saw on YouTube, the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Ethereal Light. And it's okay. I mean, well, no, it's better than okay. I obviously love it. I've had it for 2 years. I was thinking back to the NYX pencil. That's okay. This is awesome. So when I go a little too ham with my bronzer, I actually do use this to kind of help blend it out. And as an all-over setting powder, you can see that it has been well loved. And this was expensive, as all the Hourglass stuff is expensive. So I am going to use it until I cannot scrape out any more of the powder. So this year it's going to happen. This is a little Too Faced lipstick that I got in one of my Ipsy bags. What is it? Naked Dolly. It's a nude lipstick. And it's one of those that I use under those, so you can kind of see the bright pink NYX lip liners. And it works really well. This is nice. I just want to use it up. So I'm trying to get through a bunch of my lipsticks, and I'm not putting them all in this specific project pan, but I have so many. Here's another lip liner, the Urban Decay lip liners. And this is an Obsessed. Sorry, I'm blind and I couldn't see. It has a matching lipstick. I used that up ages ago. I've had this for 3 years. It's also, these pencils you have to sharpen, but they don't smell like a school pencil, which is unlike the NYX. These are really, really high quality. If you've never tried them, I love them. I've just had this for over 3 years, and it just needs to get used up so I can buy a new one. The next one is Urban Decay lipstick in Alice. This is when they had the Alice Through the Looking Glass collection, and it's really, really pretty. I bought this one and the purple one, and I can't remember what the purple one is called. I have it somewhere. But I also bought the eyeshadow palette, and I used it once. See, look, I used my NYX lip liner with this too. And it's just like a, I don't know, yellowy, orangey nude. I had to buy both of them because I worked at Ulta, and that's what you did. You just bought everything because you got a discount. There's the embossing. You got a discount, and then you could just talk about all the cool shit that you bought because you work at Ulta and you get a discount. It was fucking stupid. But anyway, yeah, so I got this, but then I decluttered the eyeshadow palette to my sister because I literally never reached for it. And the last product I'm going to for sure be using up is this Ka-Brow stuff. So, okay. The Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade. If you've ever used that, you know that that is amazing. This is clearly trying to be that successful, but it is not. I've used up quite a bit. I've had it for about a month now. Sorry for my cuticles. Oh, they're so dry. You know, it gets really, really chalky, this pomade stuff. I have this one, number 1. And it has a little brush that is on the top of this. And you can just pull it off, and that's fine and dandy. This gets pilly. It feels drier than the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade. I've already used my other pomade up, and I wanted to try this. It was a little cheaper. I have to be honest, this isn't worth it. I'm going to use it up because it's okay. But why settle for okay when you can have the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade that lasts forever and is always, always trustworthy? This, I mean, it's just, I don't know. I wish like you could, yeah, I don't know. It's okay. You know, I've had it for about a month. I have not used it every day, and it's already down that much. I mean, that's how quick you use this up. It's just crazy. So anyway, I'm going to use this up. I'm going to go stick to what I love. That's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade. So anyway, sorry for the mess I have going on here. At some point I'm going to make a little video. I have, my makeup desk is on an old piano, which is actually kind of cool. It was in my grandpa's den, and he used it as kind of like his work desk. Oops, fuck it. He used it as kind of his work desk, and so now I inherited it, and I use it as my glam station or my makeup desk. I don't use those Alex drawers and all that other shit, but I love my piano. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you're having a good day. Bye.